So in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the people that I follow on Instagram and I truly admire and I get very inspired by. The first person I would like to talk about is this lady called Joan Kolmet. She's a Danish designer. She makes blouses and jackets and they're very playful, very youthful. I particularly like one design where she cuts little pieces of granny squares and she upcycles like a white vest. So the second company I wanted to talk about is a company called Hotel Vetements. It's a French Danish company, and for what I understand, they started by using the curtains and the sheets and the bed covers of retired from hotels. The quality of the textiles, you can see it in the pictures, are beautiful. I know I say beautiful a lot because they are. So the quality is quite, let me say, use another word, amazing. You can actually see it from the pictures. This designer makes very girly designs, but there's quite a lot of them that are quite unisex. So pretty much everybody could use it. The shirts are kind of like jackets. They're between shirts and jackets. And I always say my Instagram is like the best magazine I could possibly think of, because every time I open my Instagram, it's just an explosion of beautiful designs. And Hotel Vetement or Vetements is one of them for sure. Another company that does still use what you would have think of traditionally feminine fabrics, but to create a more masculine look, is the company called Pickle or Pickle Clothing, pickle.co.uk. They made this, I think it's mostly menswear, shirts, short sleeves and long sleeve shirts, and all with embroidery. As I said, you would have thought there's more traditional feminine fabrics, and yet the men wearing these shirts don't look feminine, they just look very smart. I really like the concept of picking up these tradition feminine fabrics and make them into male shirts. The next company I want to talk about is the company called A Circular Story. They are based in Ramsgate in the UK. She has a good collection of embroidery and tablecloths and other textiles. Not everything is a tablecloth. I can see some pieces that have been made with old quilts. And there's a couple of jackets there that remind me of like the hunting Japanese jackets, which is super comfortable and a classic design that you could wear in any season. Quite beautiful again. I particularly like the hunting style jacket, and there's a shirt with all the white different laces and all patchwork together, and that's kind of my jam. So yeah, A Circular Story, very nice. The next brand is a Spanish brand called Nico Vintageloads.com. They're based in Barcelona. It's a combination, they sell a combination of handmade and vintage, and they're very sweet short sleeve tops and shirts. So yeah, it's the combination of vintage and the handmade. I find it quite inspiring. It's very sweet. It looks like it's a young company by a young person having fun with old textiles. So what is not to like? Have a look at them. NicoVintageClothes.com. Now to somebody who I actually know personally. I've met her once in a market. Her name is what she goes by, the Birch Vintage. She's based in Amsterdam, and she again makes beautiful dresses and tops and jackets and vests with reclaimed tablecloths and textiles. She sells them on Etsy, and she does also has a combination of vintage and handmade. And she's very inspiring to me. She had like a series where she would go like a vintage sheet, and that was given to her in the market, I understand, and she made a top for every day of the week, and then she put them in Instagram and ultimately in Etsy, and they were very sweet, all of them. I really like the design. Some of them I would have wear, some of them too young for me, but I thought they were very sweet. I like the way she does her reels and shows you the process of making some of her designs. So I really like her style. So the Birch Vintage, go and have a look at that. The next company is actually, it's not a company, it's, I think it's a particular lady. I think she's a lady who does Instagram and TikTok, and basically she just post her life in the beautiful New Zealand. You can see her lifestyle. In her profile she says she's a Kiwi family of 3, DIY tiny house, off the grid, slow living, seasonal begins, makers, no longer scared of clowns, which I find that really quickly. Very funny, because I do find I am scared of clowns, so good for you. Anyway, her Instagram is very interesting. There's little snippets of her life in beautiful New Zealand. Gorgeous. I love her makes, and you can have a peek at the wholesomeness that is living, whatever way she is living. Oh, it looks gorgeous. So good luck and well done. But yeah, I like her winciness of her look. I like the way she sews. Is very cute, and she does other crafts and cooks and bakes. So the next one is back to Denmark with polka shop Decay. This lady just makes beautiful blouses and tops and whatnot with the textiles. I seem to be repeating myself quite a bit, but it's just to show how much these textiles are just about anywhere. Our older ladies in the past, our grandmas and great grandmas, used to make such a beautiful textiles, and lots of people think this is not a nice thing to do with these textiles. Cutting them up and chopping them up and making something is almost sacrilegious. And I actually think that if we weren't to do this, what will happen to those textiles? They're totally abandoned. Nobody cares for them. Nobody has a use for them until people started seeing the beauty of them again and doing something with them. So this is another Instagram feed that makes me happy every time we open it. So now in the US, we're gonna see Hastings Handmade. I chose this lady because even though there's lots of people making dresses out of these flowery fabrics and embroidery fabrics, I actually like her style almost the most. It's all very romantic. The pictures are beautiful. You can see the quality of the textile to start with. It's quite stunning. I think it's very feminine. I mean, ultra feminine. But I also like the fact that sometimes you can see that she puts like a bottom ruffle at the bottom of the dress to make it a longer dress, and reusing some other piece of some other tablecloth that she probably chopped up before. And I like that reuse. I like the fact that you can still patchwork and you can still make it beautiful. It does do a very good justice to these stunning textiles. So the last person that I'm gonna talk about is a lady from Japan. I don't know her name, but she goes in Instagram by hello underscore Tasha. This lady sells in Japan only, I think. What I do like is that her take on reusing these textiles is a tiny little different from what I've been seeing until now. She does use like panels of the tablecloths and other textiles as panels in her skirts, and she patchworks different type of fabrics with some of those beautiful embroideries or beautiful lace tablecloths. Beautiful, different take on how to upcycle these textiles. So I'm gonna leave it here. I could I have a list of at least another 10 people that would have liked to talk, and then there's so many other people that I follow for different textiles, people that do borrow, people that do upcycle denim. I hope your Instagram gets a little bit more colorful and beautiful, and have a lovely day, and hope to catch you next time.